to TSW5 video. In today's video we are on the Ocean Network Express 66. We'll be going from here at Reading down to Acton Yard with an intermodal service. I believe that's all good. Yes. In forward. Oh no, I don't want that. I don't want data meters, I want brakes time. Goods timing. Yes, that's all you gotta do on there, so that's what's the train length? 400, so 1,269p. Can barely see that, sorry about that, there's a bit bright. 1,269. Enter. Nice. Off we go. Brakes have come off. It's 25 out of here. Ocean Network Express. In real life, this is a locomotive owned by Freightliner. So it's a Freightliner locomotive. It's technically Freightliner's first appearance in TSW. Yeah, I hope the DRS and the Ocean Network Express liveries get suspension at some point. Right, here's where we need to press the button. Or we don't. We're at full beans, yeah? Yeah, full beans. Speed went up to 30 somewhere, don't know where, but hey. Now it's 60. But as a dash 4 we can do 75 for the speed limit for minutes. Which at the minute it doesn't. Yeah, can't wait for the remaster. Probably can hear much of me there. Can't wait for the remaster for this route. There's the southwest lines off to like Reigate. Not Reigate, I believe they do go, yeah, Great Western services go down to Reigate, but they also go to southwest, they go southwestern lines to Waterloo. They're going to be 60 the whole time. I thought we were going to be able to get up to 75. I mean, this service is 10 minutes quicker than the Class 6 services, so I would have thought so. But hey, I'm not one to judge. There's a sea of green. We've got a GWR service. Not yet. Not yet. speeding along up to 46 miles an hour already. Oh, sorry. There we go. I'm back again. Getting rid of frost. Oh, we got a double yellow there. No, that's not for me. There's 166. That's another line. I think this might be time to get a screenshot, folks. I bet loads of you can't wait to see that on the Riviera line. I'll probably get the Riviera line when it goes on sale in like January or something. So yeah, don't expect any Riviera line content from me anytime soon. And that's if it does go on sale. You know, I know there's always a January sale, but normally there's always a September sale, but DTG decided... No, not DTG, sorry. My apologies to DTG there. Microsoft, I just went and opened my window. Microsoft decided, yeah, fuck you. You don't get no sales. Yeah, this is going to be the last video in the Train Sim World 5 series, because basically I'm uploading every other day to leave a gap for TSW stuff I buy on sale, but at the moment there have been no sales, so it's a bit hard to make content on the new stuff I have for TSW when there is no sale. Let's see what kind of rate we've got on today. I think we have 2 Ocean Network Express. Yeah. 2 Ocean Network Express containers. We're up to Twyford. Probably going to try the 166 again at some point. If it has any shorter runs. I don't want to do a fast run, but I want to do like a little semi-express. Like a Paddington, Ealing Broadway. You know, where would they stop? Hang on, let's... You know, a semi-express service, like a... You know, like a Paddington, an Ealing, a Hayes, a Slough, Taplow, Maidenhead, Twyford, you know, things like that. But we do love a shed. Just waiting for it to go up to 75, that's another 60 and 90. So many moths in this room though. Bit off topic, but hey. Yeah, Riviera line, 802, 150, reworked sounds on the 150. Reworked sounds on the 802, I do believe. So that it has actual diesel recordings now. Bit disappointed to again see the 800 missing, but maybe we'll get the 800 in a separately sold add-on. I hope that's not the case, but yeah, because they could do it in a LNER livery and GWR livery and sell it as a separately sold add-on. I hope they don't do that, but no, the 805 actually makes sense because it's a bit different, but yeah, I would hate to see the 800 done as a DLC. A free update, sure, bro. A DLC? Nah. Or if it is a... No, it can't be a DLC, it has to be freeware. There we go. Just a tiny bit of throttle in. Just to help the shed maintain the speed. Yeah, now that there's a new Armstrong Powerhouse enhancement pack for the 66, I'd love to see those sounds from the 66. I don't know if it was a livery pack or like a sound enhancement pack, I'm not sure. I don't know too much about Train Sim Classic, but if that was the case, I'd love to see it on here, the new sounds. Well, the pack would probably need to be out for some time before that happens. I like how it's got the curvy window here, whereas on the DB one it's got the flat window. Yeah, if it was getting a bit warm, just bang that door open. We got DSD on. Normal. There we go. That answers my question. DSD is indeed on. Let's get the door open. Let's get both doors open. Just air out the cab a little bit. Alright, going downhill again. It currently feels quite warm in here. I don't know what the temperature is in the UK right now. Whether to be or not to be. Apparently it's 12 degrees. Feels well warmer than that. Oh, 166. 3.3 miles to Maidenhead. I'm really wondering, when does it go? Is it after Maidenhead? There you go, 65, possibly. How straight that is. It's a very straight main line, really, from to Paddington. Very subtle curves. 1 Whiskey 2-3. We know that service. We raced that service. 1 Charlie, 1 2. Ooh. And there's the underground platforms, or there was the underground platforms that went off at Paddington. Pardon me, obviously we're not coming as far as Paddington today. What a nice view. All that and they go to 166. Motoring along. Yeah, definitely gonna have to try the 166 out at some point. Oh shit. 60 miles an hour or 75, so that speed limit only affects what units, not us. direct brake. That would be a nasty surprise. And all the wagons break through the train because the brakes have only applied on the loco. Okay, 60 and 75. Roads look quite empty. Actually look like quite nice roads. He's just dumped his car there. Oh, I suppose. That's Skoda. What's the steering wheel say? That is some not very good car. It's a good car model, but I wouldn't want to drive something like that. Looks a bit plasticky. Wonder what engine it's got in it. 2 litre. Well, these platforms look new. At Maidenhead. Yes, Maidenhead. This purple branding is going to look so much better when we actually have purple stuff. Yeah, when we have the purple carriages and the HST and things like that. And on the 166 hopefully. And then you'll have the new shiny 802s. You know, like it was. I wish they'd said it maybe a year or two later, when IETs were knocking about and you'd have a mixture of IETs. It was literally 50% IETs, 50% what's it? 50% IETs and 50% HSTs, and then you'd have a mix of 387s and 166s. Yeah, I believe this is where that flying Scotsman screenshot is taken. In the teaser, I believe it's taken about here. I've just realised the reason this video is probably so loud is because I've not turned the audio off on my TV, so you can probably hear the audio twice for the first part of that video. I've turned it off on my TV now. Oh, they look like they're going quite slow. I reckon that'd be like a 60 road in real life. We're doing 60 and outrunning them. Well, they probably are doing about 40. Or maybe 30. We're not outrunning them at a huge rate of knots, but we are getting there. I wonder just how big the update file is going to be for the Great Western Remaster. What do you guys reckon? I reckon it's going to be about 8 gigabytes, surely. Is the GWE actually coming to the Epic Games version? TSW6? Who knows? Yeah, I'm just waiting for the speed limits to go up, to be honest. So a fast service anywhere near. There's one that's just arrived at Reading. Stand back, please. Oh, there's a HST. Can't wait for that farewell pack. Is that 1 Whiskey 23? No, it's a Plymouth service. Plymouth service. Are there any that go straight through Reading? Like, you know, you have the ones on West Coast Main Line that don't technically stop at Milton Keynes, but you still have to stop there because obviously to make them drivable and all that. Where's this? It's like Southall Yard. No, this is Slough, so Slough Sidings. Slough Track Estate, okay. That's probably if there was like huge delays, maybe somewhere where they could put a freight train over so we could get out of the way of all the passenger stuff once everything got rolling again. Maybe, or maybe it's got another use we don't even know about. Yes, there's a 90 limit. Which finally means we'll be able to get up to 75. There comes the track, nice to join us. You can still see the shadows appearing in the distance. It's better, it's not great. It's better than what it was. Everyone behaving at station. Something you don't see every day in CSW. No, that's not a 90 for us, is it? You give me false hope, that's a 60. You're going to ask me to go 90. Surely not, right? No, I didn't think so. It knows I'm stuck at 60. Sorry. So again, nothing for us. Yeah, I've done one of the early morning freight services in this route and used the fast lines. West Drayton, and there's an Acton Yard. No, that's not Acton Yard. That's Southall Yard, I think. Yeah, West Yard, and then that'll be Southall, like Main Yard or something. Yeah, we're only going here, I think. Yeah, either there or like there or something. Acton Yard. Are you Acton Yard? Yeah. So we're only going here. We're not going too far. Maybe let's just shut those doors for a bit less noise. Just so you can hear me a smidge better. Is West Drayton? No. West Drayton's the next one. I believe literally there to there are your cargo and petroleum services. They're not very long at all. That's that road we talked about earlier. It's literally a road that follows the Great Western Main Line, that's cool. So I wonder why this service was 10 minutes quicker than the others. It should only take 31 minutes. It's going to take a lot longer than 31 minutes because we haven't been able to go at 75 at all. There's a 166 leaving Reading. I believe a HST is not long left Reading. Maybe has long left Reading, who knows. What I do know is I'm glad we weren't pulled over onto that track for any stupid reason. A lot of construction work going here, probably for Crossrail maybe. Or for just housing estates and stuff like that near the station. Acton Yard, 8.5 miles down the line. Hey. Okay, it's green. Nothing to panic about. Nothing to panic about. Bloody hell. What? I feel like it does this every time. If I take... Okay, controller, do you just want to work today maybe? Yeah, that would never happen in real life because there was no need for the emergency brakes to come on. Okay, well we'll report that to the signaller that we've had an accidental emergency brake application. Let's contact the signaller. And he gives us an instruction to sort the problem out and proceed with caution. So off we go. Yeah, we've probably just locked up all the wheels. If this thing had the ability to lock up. What made that noise? Well, this is nice. This is a bit Birmingham Cross City, this. Right up to 60 miles an hour. We won't have any signal problems now. Yeah, nothing went off, and it was the AWS or TPWS tripping, so... Yeah, I don't get that. Is that a known bug? People that play GWE, is that a known bug? Should I have known better? go up to 75, but Acton Yard is literally just there, so we'll give it our best shot. Probably would make it if the emergency brakes hadn't been applied. This is where Heathrow comes on, about 10 miles from Paddington. I believe Heathrow Express is 4 trains an hour. So you will notice it, about 4 trains an hour. Yeah, it will make a big difference to the timetable. And that's 4 trains an hour out of Paddington, so it's probably like 6 trains in the circuit. Imagine Pigeon's point of view. Sheds. Gear change? But yeah, it should be electric wires all from here then. Yeah, it is for the Heathrow branch, okay. So maybe Heathrow Connect, which I believe was TfL Rail. Ah, it was the TfL Rail 360s. Yes, it would have been the TfL Rail 360s, which could have been what we saw. They could be using 350s to act as 360s on the Heathrow Connect, which is just TfL's version of London to Heathrow, while they were trying to make some money to help, well, to basically start up Crossrail, because it went into service in stages, which might be what you can see in the background of that HST video with the 2 intercity variants. Because it's going to be wires all the way from here. Rightio. Gotcha. I'm with you. 6.6 miles. We're up to 48. 47, sorry. Yeah, it's weird to think that there's going to be 350s possibly to act as 360s. Just make a 360 at this point and put a Transpennine livery on the 350 at this point. Or just have it in plain white. I think I genuinely would rather have a 350 in plain white than looking like it's in London Transpennine service. HOAs do look stunning. Back in the days we didn't have to make a new timetable just to add a wagon to a route, which is one of my biggest bugbears about the cargo pack. Why has it got to be a new timetable to add a wagon? Right, up to 60. Massive tower, water tower maybe, is Southall. Some HOAs, DNAs. I want to say this might be Hanson aggregates. I mean, it probably would be a Hanson aggregate 66 on all the 66s for this, at least for the HOA runs, but today we're on an intermodal, so this probably would be like GBRF or a Freightliner, to be honest. Alongside DB. .2 miles to Acton Yard. 35 minutes. It's quite close to the fast line. Down lane. Yeah, apart from that emergency brake application, or that false emergency brake application, it's been a very pleasant run on GWE today. I have thoroughly enjoyed it. Oh no, sorry, this was the bridge that the Flying Scotsman screenshot was taken. This one here. Right, we're getting up to loco top speed of 75, so we're on a flat grade, so let's take all power off. Because we're 3 miles away, so it doesn't matter if we lose that much speed. What's this yard called? Is that Plaza Works? Yeah, that looks like what it would be. No HST, sorry if you heard that, no HST coming on the fast next to us yet. Oh, there is a HST there though. Is that our favourite? We'll have a look. Is that 1 Whiskey 23? No, 1 Charlie 12 to Bristol. I believe 1 Whiskey 23 was the thing me and Melbourne train guy done. But yeah, let me check something quickly. Oh, hello 166. 60? Bloody hell. Well, weren't much of a warning for that. The last time me and Melbourne train guy, yes it was 1 Whiskey 2. Oh no, it was 1 Victor 23, sorry. And last time we done something shed related, or a video shed related, was 3 weeks ago, probably over a month ago as you watch this. Yeah, you shouldn't normally use more than that in terms of braking with the shed. In real life, you can't use more than that. Well, you shouldn't use it anyway, because obviously you've got to look after the valuable cargoes. Is that the overground line, the underground line going off there? Yes, it is. Oh, again, speeding a little bit. Let me just save it here, just in case it all goes bang. There we go. As one we can. What's that down there? EWS? 2 EWS normals maybe? Look at us snaking around. We are now fully off the main line. So if we were holding something up, which I actually didn't look at, were we holding something up? No. 2 EWS normal liveries. Wants me to stop basically at the signal. There is a HST incoming. What does that do? That changes the angle of... There should be one this side too. Okay, there isn't. But I think... Okay, never mind. I thought it would change the angle of the little side mirrors. But this one doesn't appear to have side mirrors. Oh, hang on. We should have just stopped that. . yeah, if you have enjoyed this video, be sure to like, subscribe. I'll see you all next time for some more Train Sim World 5. Goodbye for now.